want to win more chess games and know how to save a draw when losing, whether you are attacking or defending, mastering these ideas will take your game to the next level. Let's go. So, hi, I am Coach Rohit from ChessPros, and today we are learning how to win your games and play draw in chess. This will help you to plan your strategies better, avoid silly mistakes in games, and even when you are losing a game, you can save your lost games. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more free chess lessons. Okay, so let's don't waste our time. Let's go quick, learn about this. So first, there are four ways in a chess to win your games. First, very easy. Most of the chess players already know that it's a checkmate. So if you know how to give a checkmate, you can win that game while giving a checkmate to your opponent. Like when you are attacking the king, giving check to the king, and if all the king's escaping squares are controlled, if there is no way to save the king, like we already discussed how many ways are there to save your king in our previous class. So if you want, you can also go there, check those videos. Okay, if no one is there to capture the attacker, if no one is there to block the attacker, if the king cannot run away to save his square, it means it's a checkmate. This is the first way to win your game in chess. The second is very easy. See, in this position, if you see white has a chance to win the game, white can promote the pawn, make a queen, and then with one single queen they can do a queen checkmate. Okay, so if the already opponent knows that okay, he can do checkmate, he's a good player, then they can, before a checkmate, they can also resign. So this is the second way to win your games, to resign before checkmate. Okay, let's see some example. Okay, now in this position, see, this is a queen checkmate. Now queen is giving check and queen is protected. All the king's squares are controlled. There is no way to capture, block and escape. So it's a checkmate. Now in this position again, see the king, it's also called as a back rank checkmate. The pawn is already blocking the king, so the king cannot escape. Okay, and this is a checkmate by the pawn, like by the rook. Okay, checkmate with the bishop. See, again knight is giving check and it's checkmate. Pawn is giving check and king cannot escape, no one block, no one capture, checkmate. Rook is giving check, it's like a rook ladder mate, checkmate. Double bishop checkmate, see, all bishops are giving check, controlling his king's escaping square, so no one can block, no one can capture, checkmate. Okay. Okay, now this is the second one, which we already know. See, white is going to give a checkmate in the next move. White will play the rook to a8 and it's a checkmate. So some of the time you will see the players are, before a checkmate, they are just resigning, they are shaking hand, they are putting their king in the center. It means they are resigning before the checkmate. This is the second way to win your games. Okay. Okay, in this position, if you see, the king is under attack. But it's not a checkmate, right? Because the rook has a chance to come here and block it. But if you see, if the rook will go there and block the check, then the queen will capture on f3 and then again it's a checkmate. So before going to the move your rook to f3, moving rook to f3, the white player decided to resign here. So in chess, we can also accept the loss before a checkmate. So that's also called a, like, if you are winning, if you are playing with the black, means you won the game, your opponent resigned. If you resign, means you lost the game, your opponent won the game. Okay. In this position, again, if you see white is winning here, and if you see what is the move to play to give a checkmate, you can also write down in chat. It's cool. Okay. And here, if there is no way to save the king. Okay. So first of all, if you did not find it yet, pause the video, find the checkmate. And now I am going to tell you the answer. See, the rook will go to the h8 and that's a checkmate. And this is a unstoppable. See, it's a black move. Black already know the rook will come there on h8 and give a checkmate. But the black does not have any move to save the block the rook, stop him to come here, or the king cannot escape on any side. So there is no way. So before a checkmate, your opponent can also resign and that's how you will win. Okay, so these are the two ways to win your game. And now the most important, the third way. Third way you already know when we are playing a chess game. If you see, I will also play one game in front of you. It's like times run out. So if we are playing a game, and if you see here, I'm playing live. If you see, both the players have one minute. So if we will play a game, and while playing a game, see time is running. See, I started waiting. Okay, now my time is running here. So let's see, while playing a game, if my time will run out, I will also lose the game because time ran out. That is also one of the way to win your games. That is called third way to time ran out. Okay, and also in an OTB platform not OTB, on a tournament. When we are playing on a tournament board, okay, there is a fourth way to lose your game. That's called illegal moves. If you play two illegals, like if I am trying to move this knight here, it's illegal, right? Our knight cannot move illegal in diagonals. But if I try to move it, it means it's illegal. If I play two illegals, then I will lose my game. If let's see, I am moving my king to a check squares. If there is any check square and if I am trying to move the king there, it means I will also lose the game because of illegal move. See, I'm capturing, and if I'm trying to move my king onto a check square, it will not accept. But in offline platform, you can move it there, and then it's a illegal move. And if you do two illegals, you will lose the game. See, I'm trying to move it here. If it's a offline, I will try to move there, and I will lose. And see, my time ran out, and I lost the game. So there are total 4 ways to lose your game in chess. And now next we will also see we will also see how to play draw in a chess game. Okay, so there are very mostly common, there are total 5 ways to play a draw in a chess game. Okay, sorry, 6 ways mostly to play a draw. We will see all those 6 ways. First is the stalemate, second threefold repetition, third 50 move rule, fourth insufficient mating material, fifth mutual agreement. So it's like both. I will also explain you. First stalemate, we already know if our king is safe, but if the whole team cannot move in chess, it means it's a game is over, and the result of that game is a stalemate draw. Threefold repetition means both the players are playing the same move, like repeating the moves back to back continuously 3 times. That's called threefold repetition. 50 move rule. Let's see, for a continuous 50 move, no pawn move or no capture happen in a game. Okay, it's very rare, but it's also a draw. Fourth, insufficient mating material. An example, we have a king versus king. There is no other pieces. It means there is no piece to do a checkmate. That is also insufficient mating material draw. Mutual agreement. If you watch a game, you will see most of the players are offering draw, and if the opponent also accept that offer, it means mutual agreement draw. That is like okay in a chess game to offer a draw, and if your opponent will accept it, it's a draw. Like it happens in an equal or dead position. Like when the positions are equal, most of the time players don't want to do any blunders, they offer, and the opponent also think, okay, if it's a draw position only, so they just accept it. It's common in a tournaments. Okay, let's see with the puzzles. We will also see these things with the puzzles, so we will understand it better. Okay, give me 1 second. I already made all the puzzles, all the studies for you guys. If you want these puzzles, you can also ask me for a link. I will share a link with you. Give me 1 second. Okay. So first, here we go. So first, see, insufficient mating material draw. So if you see it, only kings are on the board. It means there is no other pieces to give a checkmate. It's a insufficient mating material draw. See, this is also insufficient mating material draw because one knight cannot give a checkmate. Tell me, is this a insufficient mating material draw? Can one bishop give a checkmate? Write down in chat yes. If you think no, then write down no in the chat. Okay, but the answer is obviously no. One bishop cannot give a checkmate, right? Okay. Okay. Now let's see, it's a black to play. Okay, I'm just deleting this. Black to play. And see, white has a chance to win this game because white has pawn on the board and pawn can become a queen and then give a checkmate. So I already told you, you can also use these ideas in your game to save your games. So what do you think? What black will play to save this game? Think about the moves and write down your answer in chat if you find the answer. Okay. Okay, so the answer is you can just sacrifice your bishop for a pawn. If there is no pawn on the board, it means only one bishop is there and it's a draw because of insufficient mating material. Okay, now this is the question for you guys. Okay, I'm sorry for this answer. Okay, now think, it's white to play. Can white draw this game? Because white is losing. Black has one pawn. If you think about it, if your answer is yes, write down your answer how they can save the game, what they will play to draw the game. Pause the video also and you can write down your answer. Okay, so we already know if one knight cannot give a checkmate, one queen can, one bishop cannot give a checkmate. Because of this pawn, they have a power to give a checkmate. So if you capture this pawn, it's a draw. Draw by insufficient mating material, right? One knight cannot give a checkmate. Game is already over. Okay. Now, threefold repetition. What is threefold repetition? When both the players are playing the same moves three times continuously, it's a draw. Sometimes we can also force our opponent to play that. So if you see in this position, white is losing the game because black has a queen on the board. Black has big mating material advantage to win. So what white can do, white will give this check. And now, see, there is only one way to save the king for black to move it here. This another way is not good because he will lose his pieces for free there. So the king will move on at 7. Now knight f8. Now king has to move back on the 8th rank because g6 is not available. See, g6 is not available. He has to come back. Check again. Check again. Check again. So what is happening? Three times the same position continuously three times came on the board, and that is called threefold repetition draw. You can also use this in your game. If you are losing, you can try to find for a threefold repetition and you will draw the game, right? Perfect. Now in this position, this is for you guys. Think about the moves. Think how. See, right now, black is winning again because black has one bishop extra. Think how white will save this game. Pause the video, write down your answer in chat if you get it. Okay, so if you see, if I will move my queen to c8, that's a check. And there is only two ways to save the king. Either he will move his queen to d8 or king h7. Obviously, if he will move his queen to d8, he will lose the game, right? So he can forcefully move his king to h7. And now we will just continuously give check. King has to go back to g8. One time the same position came. Again, see, if we will play three times continuously this moves, it means we saved our games by doing threefold repetition. You can use these ideas in your game to save your last game as well. Okay, now I am going to give you one more puzzle. Think about this puzzle. Oh, sorry for this answer. Okay, nothing. It's white to play. Again, if you see in this position, white is losing. So can you save this game by playing threefold repetition? Pause the video, write down your answer. If he'll ask me, check, he has to go back, check, he has to go back, check, and see, after threefold repetition, it's a draw. Perfect. Now, third way to play a draw, it's stalemate. We already learned stalemate in our previous sessions. Stalemate and person, very different kind of position in chess game. A weird position situation in a chess game. So in this position, let's see if the king is already trapped. The king cannot move anywhere. There is no piece to move. But it's not a check to the king. It means king is safe. But it cannot move to any dangerous card. That's not a rule in chess. That situation called stalemate. And stalemate is the third way to play a draw in chess. Right? If you think in this position, tell me, is it a checkmate, stalemate, or they will continue the game. If you think again, see, this it's a black move. Black cannot move this pawns. It's already blocked. Black cannot move the kings. But the king is not in danger. It's safe. That's called stalemate. If the king is safe, but the whole team cannot move anything, it's a stalemate and it's a draw. This is the one of the way to play a draw in chess game. And sometimes if we are losing the game, we can put our king on that squares where we can get a stalemate, and then it's a draw. Okay, what do you think? What should white play in this position? We'll see. The white has a king. All these squares are controlled with the opponent pieces. It means there is no move for white. Again, it's a stalemate draw. Stalemate draw, right? Okay. Now 50 move rule draw. It's very rare to play 50 move rule with C 50 move rule draw in a chess game, but yes, it's possible, and mostly in an end game, because in this position there is a condition. If for a continuous 50 moves, no progress happened, no progress phase, no pawn moves, no captures happened for last 50 moves continuously, then it's a draw by 50 move rule. So if you see in this position, there are so many pawns. But tell me, can those pawns move? Can there is any possibility to capture anything? Obviously no. That is a 50 move rule draw. They can just play their kings for 50 moves, and after that it's a draw. Okay. Now it is a black to play. Think and tell me, is it a draw? Obviously yes. The king cannot move anywhere, the pawn cannot move anywhere. It's a white is winning. The white has a big material advantage, but it's a draw by stalemate. Okay, now there is one of the more draw. I already told you that agreement draw, right? So if you can see the position is equal, like they have a chance to do threefold repetition, or it's a stalemate. Before a result, opponent can offer, or you can offer your opponent to play a draw, and if they will accept it, it's a draw. It's very common in tournaments. Mostly you will see players are offering each other to play a draw, and players are playing draw. Okay, that's all for our today's winning games and draw session. And in our next classes we will see some more free chess lessons where you can learn so many things about chess, and we will also come to play live chess games uh, after 1 or 2 hours. Okay, so now if you know the exact ways to win or draw in chess game, practice these ideas. Okay, it's very important, and use them in your games and maybe in your next matches. Okay, if you are losing, try to save by playing those draws, or if you are winning, try to do checkmate or force your opponent to resign. If their time ran out, also you will win. Okay, and if you want those link for a puzzle, you can just ask me for a link. I will also send you the link. So I already made so many other lessons for you, so check them out and master this concept. So that's all from my side. I'm Coach Rohit from Chess Pros. Keep learning, keep improving, and see you in the next video. Till that time, take care. Bye bye. And don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Join our academy. Perfect.